All right, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the very, very first ever Spotlight on Amputee series. Something I've been wanting to do for a long time, as you guys know, and it's something that I've really been looking forward to. Been looking to getting some guests on here, that kind of stuff. So today we are sitting down with our good friend Izemic. He is a beloved. He is a above the knee amputee, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his story and that kind of stuff, and tell us just what his day to day life is a little bit like, as far as being an amputee. And we all deal with things a little bit differently, and this is it's really no different. The way that he adapts and does things is, I'm sure, a lot similar to the way that I do things. And but we're going to find that out and let him pretty much tell his own story. So, Isaac, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. How you doing today? Doing all
Man,
right?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. It's rainy as hell here in Nashville, so it's been gloomy for the past like 5 days.
Yeah, it's been raining here pretty frequently, man. It's all sloppy and muddy outside from yesterday, but I mean it's ain't no rain today in the forecast as far as I know.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Well, right on, right on. So, as I was telling everybody before, are you left or right? I can't
I'm
remember.
a left. I'm a left above knee.
Left, just like I am. Cool, cool.
Yes, sir.
Would you care to share a little bit about how that came about?
Oh, not at all. I was in a tractor accident when I was 5 years old. I was ran over by a tractor in a bush hog, and the tractor tire rolled over my abdomen, and the bush hog chopped my leg up. Uh, yeah, that was in '93. I was 5 years old when that happened.
Wow.
Yeah. But it didn't they didn't amputate the leg right away. They amputated it 10 years later in 2003.
So, did you have like a fused ankle or something like that, or like fused joints and stuff?
Uh I mean I wouldn't say they were fused. I mean I didn't have too much range of motion in either the ankle or the knee, but it was I mean I could move it a little bit but not much. I mean I guess you could say it was fused, but the growth plates were real messed up on the outside and the inside of the knee, so it caused the leg to grow crooked as I
Yeah.
was growing. I
Okay.
don't know if you know what an Alizaroth is, but I had 11 of those. It's the little contraption where they put the pins in your leg and then the rings around it and they lengthen the
Yep.
bone and stuff.
Has like the rod that runs out the side of your leg there.
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen those before. Yeah.
Yeah, I had
Wow.
11 of those, man. That's so you think that's 11 surgeries to put it on, 11 to take it off.
Man, I could. I mean, I've been there. Not that situation, but similar as far as having surgery after surgery after surgery. You know as
Yeah, I
well
went
as I
through
do. I
52
mean,
surgeries, man.
you very rarely get. You have an amputation and then that's it. You're gonna have revisions. You're gonna have shit like this as time comes. You can pretty much bank on it, and
Yeah.
that part sucks.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've had 52 surgeries altogether. I mean, that's including amputation, but uh, as far as revisions, they're not gonna have to go and cut anything back because what they did, they took the growth plate out of the femur and
Uh-huh.
they reattached the bottom of the femur, which would be the top of my knee joint, but they reattached that up, up higher on the femur with some plates and screws, so they won't have to go back and cut anything later on.
Wow,
Yeah,
man, what was
I'm
your?
very thankful they did that though.
You say that again? I'm sorry.
I said I'm very thankful they did that.
Oh well, yeah, I could imagine. I could imagine. What was your
Oh yeah.
healing time like? What you like from roughly start to finish?
Well, from the amputation, dude, it was honestly it was weird. I didn't expect it to happen like that, but dude, it hurt for I'd say a good 3.5 weeks afterwards. And then one morning I woke up, dude, and the pain was gone. Like it was crazy how it happened. It was
Wow.
like when I woke up that morning, it was itching, and I was like, man, I was like, it's not hurting, it's itching. I was like, what the hell? But yeah, about 3.5 weeks.
Man, that's like probably the shortest healing time I've ever heard. That is wild.
Yeah, but I
Well,
mean, it was still swollen and stuff.
do what?
I said it was still swollen and stuff after like the 3.5 weeks.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm sure. What does Kay said? I had a friend that was a tow truck driver and was hit and Pin on the side of the highway. Man, I was thinking they took the
If
other.
you click on the comment, it'll bring it up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. That's right. I forget about that.
Yeah.
Wow. That's there's a lot of doubles. I go, to see a lot of these people in hospitals and stuff like that, and I see a lot of doubles, and that's something I couldn't imagine. I mean, you know how hard it is with just having one, and I couldn't imagine having two. That would be insane. I just have
Yeah.
one
A good
in my hand.
buddy of mine, Mr. Dave, he's a right above knee. We go hunting all the time. We that's my hunting buddy. Oh, he's an
Nice.
older fella.
Nice. It's good to have other people like that because they know exactly struggles you're going to go through getting through the woods and that kind of shit because they're
Yep.
dealing with the same exact thing. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
he
I
got
love
it.
that kind of shit.
He's a good church going man, but he got his leg blown off. He caught his wife cheating on him, and he beat the dude's ass. And before he could get his clothes packed, and I mean, he left the dude there bloody. The dude grabbed his shotgun and blew his leg off as he was walking down the hallway.
Damn.
Yep, that was back in the late '70s.
All right. I mean, everybody got their own story. Hey, if he wants to come be on here, then hey, tell him to bring his ass. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I don't doubt he. I doubt he would do it. He don't do
No,
too much of the YouTube and stuff.
I wouldn't imagine. I wouldn't imagine. What
Yeah.
what type of limb do you have now? Like what is your socket and everything that you have now? I would imagine just like a carbon fiber one, like pretty much we
Yeah,
all
it's a
have.
carbon fiber. It's got the back, the hamstrings deleted. So like as far as the carbon fiber part, so it like gives way a little bit. But
Okay.
the knee is a total knee. I'm not sure the foot or anything.
Okay. So you got like the mechanical knee, like to the
Yeah.
okay. Have you tried any other knees, like any sea legs or anything like that, like a trial or
Nah,
anything?
I walked with a total knee the whole time, dude.
For real? Okay.
Yep.
I've been trying out different, different knees and products and stuff like that. But I also am basically a big walking guinea pig for Bulow Prosthetics, which is my company that I go to. And
Yeah.
for them, I like to try out a lot of products and stuff like that. Plus, it's neat just to see what all's out there. So I like that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, I'm kind of spoiled on the total knee, man. I don't know how I would fare if they threw me in something different, you know.
I mean, you can do anything with it. You can jump in the water. You can, I mean, whatever. It's titanium, so it's not going to rust. So you can do
Right.
anything you want with it. So yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Did was there any type of physical therapy or anything that you went through? Like, I mean, being that young, I couldn't imagine. What you know. I guess you go through physical therapy at all ages and all stages of life, but was there anything that you guys did, any different being, that young?
No, not really. I mean, I was 15 when they amputated it, so uh, I mean, I went to the Shriners to have the amputation done,
Okay.
and when they finally fitted me with the prosthetic, they brought me up there to the Shriners in Shreveport and put me in the hospital, and they told me that I couldn't go home until I was walking with at least a cane. Uh, 5 days after I walked in the doctor's office, I set the cane on his desk. It was one of the ones that had the little four legs at the bottom.
Yeah.
And I set the cane on his desk. I turned around and walked out, and I was like, "Yo, call my ride. I'm ready to go home."
You sound like I was up 4 hours after I had my amputation. They were like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, what are you doing?" I'm like, "No, no, 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 no. There's no whoa, whoa. I got to get up and move around."
Yeah, that was like me too. Unfortunately, I was smoking cigarettes at that time, and my mom knew about it. So right after I got out of surgery, it was probably about 4 or 5, maybe 6 hours later. I was ready to go smoke a cigarette, and they told me I couldn't, and I wheeled down the hallway in the wheelchair, and I went to smoke a cigarette.
Hey, Miss Victoria. Hey, everybody. I thank you guys for. I was gonna wait till kind of the end and do like kind of a question kind of thing, chit chat with everybody. But I'm gonna say hey to everybody real quick because you guys are awesome.
Go ahead, man. How y'all doing in chat? I can't see the comments. I'm on my phone.
Well, I'll tell you right now, we got Miss Christy Yant, we got Buggy's Toe Jam, Janie AR15, Kay I'm here, Chanel, and Chanel again, JR. Let's see, we got all right, Miss Victoria. How you
What's
doing
up,
there?
y'all?
All right. Good deal. Good deal. Well, how does my audio sound? Am I echoing or anything like that? Everything sounds
No,
all
you
right?
sound good, man. You sound real good.
Cool. All right. Right on. Right on. Um, I mean, at being such a younger age, the questions I always like to ask are, how has it changed your life? That kind of thing. But I guess being that young, it's you pretty much learn to adapt with it going up, even through teenage years and shit like that, huh?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I mean, honestly, man, when I got the leg amputated, it opened up the door for me to start living my life because I was restricted as a kid and as a teenager because I walked on crutches
Hmm.
for the entire time I was dealing with the leg. So for 10 years, I walked on crutches as I was growing up. So I mean, I say it opened the door because I was able to leave the crutches alone and not have to deal with those all day every day. But I mean, I tell you what, dude, it made me a strong upper body. Dude, there's not too many men that could beat me in arm wrestling. I can tell you that.
They're right, exactly. That I can show you the ones I use are the
Yep,
forearm crutches.
yep.
So can't
I've
really
had a couple of those.
can't really see them. Mine are kind of beat up. See how they fell and broke, but yeah,
Yep.
these are the ones I use. I like this big ass foot that they come with. Look at that. So
Yeah, I don't
yeah.
use crutches anymore though. If I gotta go anywhere, I just get up out the bed and hop to the bathroom or something.
Okay, right on. Yeah, I definitely know like forearm crutches and stuff like that. Like they'll give you some guns, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, they will, man. Yeah, they will. I mean, I don't. Let's see. Oh wait, I have. I mean, this was a picture a while back,
Yeah,
but I mean,
yeah,
it'll give you some guns, like you said.
yeah, exactly. It's the same way. I mean, I got that like right through here too. It's like I didn't even intend to have any of that. Now it's just like you
Right.
know.
Well, when we growing up on crutches and like that, dude, if I drop a little bit of weight, dude, I have a natural physique because of it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what I'm saying. You and I both really, and people that use a lot of forearm crutches in particular, man, it's like, what do you guys do? Do you working out? Or you doing this? It's just like, nah, we use
No,
those
dude,
and
just
that's it.
mobility.
Yeah, I got to propel all this around, via my arms now. So, yeah, absolutely. Hell, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Well, that was my next actual question was, what kind of devices and shit do you use at the house? Like, you got
Yeah.
walker, crutches, that kind of shit.
Nah, I mean my balance, even in the shower, like my shower don't have any like handles on the wall or anything, dude. I'm pretty. I'm not gonna say my balance is impeccable, but I have some mad balance, dude. I can
Nice.
see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Same here. Same here. I mean, I grew up skateboarding and stuff, so my balance has always been kind of good anyway.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I have to have my shower handle that it's kind of like it's like a suction cup one that you can just kind of stick it anywhere you want on the wall. I
Yeah.
I gotta have that thing, man. Like it's what's weird, and they teach you it in physical therapy is standing there and like putting your hands basically just like this and then closing your eyes. And the second you close your eyes, it's just like, and
Yep.
it's so weird the way that it works. You can stand there all day, just no problem. But the second you just close your eyes, that's it. It's like all your balance, like somebody just pushed you. And that's exactly, yeah, that's that. When I get in the shower, it's the same way. So I got to have some, I can't just like hold on to the wall. I got to have something like, physical and I can like, use the shower wand and like wash my hair and that kind of shit. That's the way
Yeah.
I have to do it. I'll bust my ass if not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's everybody gets used to the way they do it, and their own methods and way of doing things. So hey, if that's right on.
Right. Whatever works for them, keep going with it.
Yeah, exactly. And plus, when and if you build a house, you don't have to worry about any additional anything. Like you don't have to have this installed or that installed or whatever, because you personally, Izemic, have became so used to doing it on your own. So it's just like I don't really need any of that. I mean, yeah, it's nice and all, but it's not anything I really need.
Right. Oh
So
yeah, and I'm hard headed when it comes to people helping me, dude. I'm hard headed as hell with that.
same, exact same. So I feel you on that, man. I think it's just part of, being what we. It's a whole, get the fuck away from me. Don't try to help me up. What the hell's wrong with you?
Yep.
That thing.
Every now and again, I'll take a little spill. I'll step on some pavement the wrong way, and even out in public, people are trying to help me, and I'm like, get away. I got it.
Yeah, yeah. It's not on my questions, but have you ever taken a ghost step, like where you go to like just like, oh, I'm sleepy or whatever, then you go to take a step and realize your leg's not there and just
Oh, dude,
bam.
I've gotten out of bed. I've gotten out of bed in the middle of the night and not like, just on my way to the bathroom or something, dude, and forget that I don't have the leg on and go to put it down on the ground and put weight on it. And I'll bust my ass every time.
Yep. I
I've
actually
done
did
I've
that
done it
the other
quite a
night.
few times.
Yeah, that sucks. That's such a shitty feeling because it's like I mean, granted, you're only falling like maybe, a few feet, but God, it feels like you fell off a fucking house or something. It's just like, it feels like the longest
One
fall.
time I did it, and I was like the house I was living at the time. We had a ceramic tile floor,
Mhm.
and I landed directly on the nub, dude, and I thought I cracked something in there because it instantly it swole up and turned purple. I was like, oh shit.
Man, that's a pain you can't explain to anybody unless you've been there and felt that.
Yeah.
Just that crashing down on it's just, oh my God, like you can feel it like up in your I mean, sorry, but you can feel it like up in your crotch and your
Oh
your
hell yeah.
waist and everything. Oh God, it hurts. I mean, well,
Yeah, I
you're
went to the
jamming that
emergency room and
femur
had them
like
take X-rays of it, and nothing was broke.
awesome. Right on. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're jamming that femur just like boom up in that socket and
Yep.
God damn, that shit hurts, man. Um, what about like jobs and stuff like that? Have you had like any changes to your career that, I mean, I guess at the time, well, no, you probably would have been working at the time that you actually had your amputation, wouldn't you?
No, I was 15 when they amputated it. I wasn't working anything. I actually joined the union when I was 19, the sheet metal locus 214 in New Orleans. And they wasn't gonna hire me at first because of the leg.
Mhm.
And one of the guys said, let's give him a chance. So they brought me in there, wanted to know if I could climb a ladder, get down on the ground, crawl on my knees and stuff like that. And I went and showed them I could do all that, and they started me working.
Mhm.
Uh, I took 4 years off because of the leg. I was right at the end of my fourth year of the apprenticeship because it's a 5-year program. But I was at the end of the fourth year, and I had gotten married. I gained a bunch of weight, and I couldn't put the leg on no more. And I had to take 4 years off to deal with the insurance and bullshit like that to get a new leg. But once I got a new leg, they put me back to work.
That's an absolute nightmare in and of itself, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Insurance is no joke. I don't give a damn. You can go to battle with whoever the hell you want, but you ain't mess with anybody until you mess fuck with the insurance company.
Yeah, you're right. But
That and
after
disability.
after I after I finished the apprenticeship, they don't want to keep me working because they got to pay you $30 an hour. So that's a little gamble I took, unfortunately.
Wow. Well, I mean, everything happens for a reason. Whether it's a
Right.
good reason or a bad reason, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah. Sometimes we don't know the reason.
Yeah. Um, what are like if you were gonna sit down right now and talk to, say, I don't know, just a teenager, a young teenager, a person that had their leg amputated at the same age as you did, what is something that you would tell them that you wish that you knew? Like something that, man, oh my God, I wish somebody would have definitely told me this, prior to knowing this, or something like that. Because, like I said, when I
I
had
thought
mine
about this.
amputated, I was
I
already
thought
in.
about this question. You sent me the questions and I read it. I thought about this one.
Okay.
So uh I mean, if I had to give advice to anybody that was in my situation going through it at my age, I would have to tell them the fear is not going to outweigh the achievements that you feel afterwards. You know what I mean? Because the fear of it, going through it, dude, I was scared as hell. But
100%.
the achievements I felt afterwards, dude, is just at times it was good, at times it was bad, but it don't. The fear of it is not going to outweigh the achievements that's coming. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely. That's a great way to put that. I love that. Yeah, that's awesome. That's what I try to tell everybody. It's just like because you've had your leg amputated, your life isn't going to stop. Your bills are
Nope.
still going to come. Everything's still going to keep, there's an ebb and flow, and you're going to have to stay in that and be a part of that routine. You're going to have to just jump in that stream and stay a part of that the best you can with what we have to deal with,
Yeah,
That's
without a
awesome,
doubt.
man. That is awesome. I love that. That's definitely it's it's good advice, and it's something that a lot of people need to hear. A lot of people need to hear that stuff, whether you're an amputee or not.
Right.
But yeah, that's awesome. I really do. I can appreciate that for sure.
Hell yeah.
Well, like when kids and people like that approach, not necessarily kids, but people like say a rude person staring at you or something like that, or just simply comes up and asks the dreaded question, "What happened?" What do you deal with? Like, what do you tell them? Do you deal with it like funny, or is it just kind of fuck off, leave me alone, mind your
Boy,
business?
no, I never tell people to go to hell, like leave me alone about it. I always answer people when they ask, but it depends on it. It honestly depends on how they approach me about it. If they approach me about it, seriously, without being a prick, I'll tell them what happened. But if they approach me being a prick about it, I'll tell them some little weird story. I got in a fight with an alligator or something, or
Yeah.
I tell them my buddy chewed it off or something like that. But I mean, if it's a kid that approaches me, I mean, and like I know it happens a lot. Um,
Hmm.
I mean, a kid, I'll let them know what happened, and I've had situations. I was all right, so I was probably 21, 22. This was around the time I got married. I was walking through the store and I felt like the leg was dragging a little bit. I looked down and there's a little girl holding the leg because I wear shorts everywhere. But there's a little girl holding the leg and she's like walking through the store with me and her dad grabs her and he's like, "Oh, don't do that," and I told her, I said, "Man, don't be mean to her. She don't know no better. She couldn't have been 3 years old, man. You know what I mean?" But
Right.
he he's apologizing and shit. I'm like, "Man, don't be mad at her, dude. She's just being a kid, being curious. But dude, she was like walking and holding the leg as I walked. I was like, "That's crazy."
Yeah, I have several like I'll talk to kids and stuff like in hospitals and that kind of thing,
Yeah.
and I tell them all kinds of stuff anywhere from I didn't eat my veggies to I mean there's so many things like that. I had my old car broke down, so I had to buy a new one, and it cost an arm and a leg, but they cut me a good deal, so I got to keep one of my legs. I try to come up with the best thing as possible,
Yeah.
because a lot of our stories that if you come out and just hit them with cold hard truth, they're just going to be like, "Oh my god," and just be scarred. I mean, because it's rough. It is rough.
Yeah, a lot of people, especially adults, they have a hard time believing that I got ran over by a tractor and a bush hog. You know what I mean? Especially living in the country like I do now. I tell somebody and I'm like, "Yeah, I got run over by a tractor and a bush hog," and I've had them say, "Oh, come on, man, stop pulling my leg," and I'm like, "I wish I was, shit, it's really what happened."
Yeah, yeah. I wish there was some other simple explanation. It's
Yeah.
again, it's not on our list, but it's something I was curious about because I actually had it today. Is thank you for your service.
Oh, dude, it happens all the time, dude. I've had people pay for my meals and stuff while I'm out, eating dinner with my girlfriend or something.
Oh man.
And yeah, dude, I gotta go and pay their money back because I can't take someone's valor when I wasn't in the military. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, no, no. My go-to that I always say, "Hey, thank you for your service, man. I really appreciate that." And it's just like, well, I was never in the military. This is due from, I would just say a blood clotting disorder, and
Yeah.
but I do greatly appreciate your support in, the military and that kind of stuff. And
Yep.
I try to look for the best way as possible to make them not feel stupid for just trying to simply be nice. You know what I mean? Because that's all they're doing is just trying to be nice. They're not trying to be a dickhead.
Oh
So,
yeah. Like I said, I've had people pay for my meals, dude, and it's happened way more than I could count, really. And I can't take that valor. I didn't do it.
yeah, that has never happened. But the biggest one that I had to be like actually stop and go back in the building and tell them what was going on. And for my honesty, they actually gave me a discount anyway. But My last set of tires that I got at Discount Tire, they gave me like 15% off or something like that. And I didn't
Yeah.
know that. And it was like military discount. I seen on my thing and I was just like, whoa, 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 hold on. No, 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 no. And, you know, I
Right.
went back in there because I hate that shit. Stolen valor is just, that's a scumbag thing to do, you know?
Yep.
And we as amputees can get caught up in that real quick. So, you
Oh
know, we need to be careful with that.
Oh yeah.
But
Well, I correct them every time they try to give me a valley. You know, I correct them, not to be a dickhead, but just it's something I can't take credit for. You know.
absolutely, absolutely. It always feels shitty too to be just like, I wasn't in the military.
Yeah. A lot of people think that it was military related because you know that's my age range. You know, but
Right? Yeah, yeah, exactly. I had one that was funny one day. Is it was an old man. You could tell he was like drunk, extremely hammered downtown Nashville. He just walked up out of nowhere, just goes, "Damn, man, what happened to your leg?" Just screaming in my face, you know, drunk dude. And
yeah.
I was just like, "Man, you know, Vietnam." And he was just like, "Oh my God, man, that's terrible." He goes, "Man, that was such a senseless war. I can't even believe that shit." I'm 45. I mean,
Right.
how is that even possible? You know?
Right.
And he even looked at me and saw that I was like super young and was still just like, "Man, that's terrible, man." Charlie D, you be safe.
Got it blown off in Nam.
Do what?
I said got it blown off in Nam.
Yeah, yeah. I got it blown off in Nam. I was in the war, not specific to what war, just the war.
Right.
Yeah, I was in Dune. I was in the Clone War. um, yeah, I got hold off on a whole fucking rant. Now we're gonna start get off on nerd chat now. Do you ever get phantom pain or anything like that? Like, I mean, this far into the game, do you still get phantom pains?
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's painful. I mean it's aggravating more than anything. Like when it falls asleep and stuff like that.
Yeah, like itchy.
When certain parts go to itching, yeah. But like I said, I wouldn't say it's painful, but I still deal with it.
Right on.
They prescribed me Neurontin for it, but I don't ever take it.
I was trying to think what it was. Nifedipine, I think. No, 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 no. That's not right. That's not right. What was it called? Gabapentin.
Gabapentin, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I took
I don't
that.
ever take mine though.
See, I don't handle like pain pills and stuff very well. I get
Me
again.
neither.
I've
They
said
made me
that in
sick.
one of my videos. Is like I get what's called pill head, versus kind of
Right.
just kind of like off in your own little world. You know, I hate
Yeah.
that. I fucking hate that feeling. So I never really dug pills, and I told my doctor that, and he was just like, "Well, I have something. It's called gabapentin. We'll try that, and maybe that'll work for you." And we gave it a shot, and it worked for a little while, but I think I kind of got used to it, like my or immune or whatever, and it stopped doing anything. So I don't know. I got
Yeah.
rid of.
I don't like the pain pills either, man. They make me sick.
Yeah, they make me all tired, and like I said, that what I call pill head, where you just kind of fall into yourself and just kind of it's like, what's wrong? You're like, huh? I hate that huh feeling.
You get that groggy feeling. Yep.
Yes, I've never been good with that.
Right.
It's always just been a weird thing with me. I don't know.
Yeah.
But is there any like is there whenever you first lost your leg, was there anybody like or sites or YouTube channels or that kind of thing that you turned to that to get information from, or did you just kind of feel around in the dark until you got it, or
Yeah.
I guess
Basically,
where
I
do you
just
go to
feel
like
I was feeling
inspiration?
around in the dark. I mean, I didn't realize YouTube was a thing really until the last few years. But I mean, I when I got my leg amputated, I didn't turn to nobody but other than other amputees that I knew. And I know a few, not too many. But
Okay, well, I mean, still, there you go. That's somebody. So you did have somebody that you could easily,
oh
somebody
yeah,
obviously you could relate to, somebody they could relate to you more or less.
yeah.
So that's good. See, I didn't have that. I didn't have. I mean, I had like my prosthetist. He's an amputee and that kind of stuff. And I've got a few
Mine
other.
was free.
What's that?
My prosthesis, the guy that makes mine, he's an amputee too. He's got a right leg below knee, and he's got three fingers on one hand that are going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Missing all kinds of parts. There's
Yeah, but
no
I
telling what
like him,
happened
dude.
there.
I like him a lot because he takes like extra consideration because he is an amputee. You know what I mean? Like he knows what he's dealing with because he is dealing with it himself. You know?
Some of the best prosthetists in the world are amputees themselves because exactly what you said. They know exactly little tweaks and stuff to do it, and make it just perfect and get it dialed in.
Yeah. This is the second leg he's built for me, and man, I can't go wrong with him.
Nice. How many legs have you had? Like, like how many casts? I guess casts have you had?
Uh, shit, upwards of 10.
Okay. You still have them all?
No, not at all. No.
No.
Nah, I don't keep them.
Oh man, I keep all mine. I don't, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there's a below the knee right there from when I was a below the knee.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, I
so,
don't keep them. I give them back.
so you were saying real quick with your socket that yours you have that deep dive that goes down the back, right?
Yeah, it's deleted.
Yeah, like that whole back panel is gone. That's cool. Okay,
Yeah.
I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about. That's very cool. Does that? How does that stay on? Do you have like a pin lock or something?
Nah, I got like a Velcro strap that's like the little nipple on the end of the sock or the gel liner. There's like a little
Yeah,
nipple on the end of it.
yeah, the
Yeah, and it
lanyard.
screws in and it comes out the front and then it straps down.
Yeah, that silver one that we built on the live the other day. It's a lanyard system as well. So
Yeah. I
that's
like
very
it. I like it.
yeah. That's definitely something that yeah, I never even knew existed until recently. Does
Yeah.
the back of it at all like try to like kind of pop out at all with it being open like that?
No, no, like it's hard to explain how to get it, but like there's like a rubber lining in the inside of it,
Hmm.
and that's not deleted. Just the back of the carbon fiber is.
Okay, so you still have the white like right here.
Yeah, yeah, but mine's black. Yep.
Oh, I got you. I got you. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
but just the back of the carbon fiber is deleted. That's all.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dude, I tell you what, that's the first one I've had like that, and I could get down further. Like I could get deeper in that one than I've ever gotten in any other legs.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that.
Nice, nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let me say hi to some people real quick. They keep coming in. Mr. Rolling. Good seeing you, my friend. Miss Ashley, good seeing you. Miss Denise, always a pleasure, my dear. Mr. Decree, I saw you up there a second ago. Georgia Vikings, always a pleasure, sir.
Howdy, y'all.
COVIDs, good seeing you, my friend. Miss Victoria, the lovely Miss Victoria, still here. Well, cool, man. Let's see, Miss Mama Payday.
Mama Payday, how you doing?
Mama Payday in the house. So, sorry, I was trying to open my notes back up here.
Oh, you good, my brother? You good?
Yeah. Well, I guess we kind of already covered, dealing with pain and that kind of thing. And you said you didn't really take any kind of pain meds or any kind of
Nah,
anything like that, really.
nah. I mean, when I was dealing with like the healing process of it, when I was 15, I took the pain pills then because dude, it was overbearing. Like
Yeah.
it was unbearable. Like the pain, like every time I would blink, I'd feel it. You know what I mean? But once it stopped hurting, I gave all my pain pills to somebody else.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. I don't know. It's a pain unlike anything else that you can't really describe to anyone else, man. It's. I always tell people. People always ask, I know it's the impossible questions, like what does an amputation feel like? And I always tell people it's like the worst toothache that you've ever had in your life, but it's down on your knee or down on your leg.
Yeah,
And some people get it and some people don't, but that's the best way I can describe it. Like an abscess tooth, just that pain that doesn't go away. It just
yeah.
sits there and it doesn't subside at all. And it's fucking crazy.
amplify that by like 10.
Well, yeah, exactly. And it does not go away. It just, like I said, it just sits there. Let's see, what's Miss Ashley said here? Talk to some folks. I'm not an amputee, so I feel kind of bad for being so interested in this because I can't relate. I definitely don't want to offend anyone. No, absolutely not. You're more than welcome to be here. That's what this channel is for, is to make people more aware of, raise awareness for amputees and that kind of stuff, and show that we're just, we're folks like everybody else, but, it's just kind of an interesting lifestyle that, we actually do lead. And a lot of people don't get to take a glimpse into this kind of life and see the things that we do and see the things that we have and our components and our cool stuff that we have. So that's what I
Right.
wanted to do with this channel is make a whole channel dedicated just to that, so people can get a better understanding without having to go out into the world and be faced with having to stare at somebody or ask awkward questions when you already know the answers to it because you came here and hung out with us.
Right. Yeah. I'll never be offended by it. Like, I mean, like I know from the whole trolling side of things, I don't get offended by the whole leg thing. You know what I mean? So trust me, Ash, you won't offend me by asking questions. I promise.
Yeah, no, that's it. You shed your skin, you shed your thin skin, pretty quickly with dealing
Oh,
with this,
without a doubt.
which is a reason a lot of the locals and stuff don't understand that. It's just like you can really pretty much say whatever you want. We're fucking bulletproof, dog. You're not gonna say much that's gonna really piss us off
I
or
agree.
bother us.
You 100%, bro.
Yeah. Good luck with that, dog. I've walked through fire and back. You ain't whatever. Only thing
Literally.
outside of that would probably be like a soldier or something, and I ain't taking nothing away from that. Fuck that. No way. But, yeah. What's Mama Payday saying? My brother-in-law dealt with phantom pains really bad and abscess on the stub. Yeah, that's I actually had something similar to that was a growth on the very, very end of my femur. Like it was kind of where it comes out right here, and it was just like a round nodule on the end.
Because
It
your
wanted
bone was penciling out, huh?
do what?
The bone was penciling out, or it created like a point.
A little, yeah, but it was kind of off to the side. Like it was just kind of like it was starting to want to kind of cone out right there, but kind of off on the side of it right there, like a
Yeah.
spur. And man, we tried and tried and tried to avoid having to go in and like shave it down or anything like that. But
Yeah.
we ended up going in there and doing it anyway. And luckily, that surgery it was what's it called, outpatient. So I mean, I literally went in there, grind it down, kind of sewed me back up just in one little section on the side.
Yeah.
Go up and try your prosthetic again. Let's see how it works. And so thank
Right.
God for that. I thought I was going to get recast and everything else.
Yeah. That's why I said when they reattached the femur, the bottom of the femur up there, that I'll never have to deal with that. That's why I'm thankful they did that.
Yeah. Do you have any other fears or anything like in the future something may happen, like any kind of issues right now with your stump, or is everything pretty much like it should be?
I mean, honestly, it's smooth sailing, dude. I don't see any hiccups, in the future. Do I have any fears? Yeah, I have some fears like gaining weight, not being able to put it on and stuff like that. But
Right.
I've been trying to keep my weight down. But since I quit smoking, man, I've puffed up like a puffer fish since I quit smoking 8 months ago.
Yeah. That happens. Just ride it out until you don't want to smoke anymore, and then start working your way back down on the weight. That happens with everybody. Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of people don't understand that right there. That's fit just for
Yep.
you. You're fit into this wearing or being one weight,
Yep.
and if you lose weight, well, you start doing this, and if
Yep.
you gain weight, well, it's just like trying to stick a watermelon inside here, and you're like, "Ugh." It's
Yep.
not going to work. So it has to stay the same, diameter and everything.
Yep.
And that's what Izemic's explaining to you guys is that's how it. Yeah, that sucks. You got to be very, very careful about gaining, having fluctuating weight. So, yeesh, yeah. Thank you, Shady J. I greatly appreciate you. You're an inspiration just for being here.
What's up, Shady J?
So, but yeah, man, that's you know, it is what it is. Have you tried any different kind of sockets, like any other type of, suction or pin lock, or just kind of experiment with anything else, or has it pretty much always been the lanyard?
It's always been a lanyard. This is the first one where it comes out the front, like it actually comes out the front of the leg.
Okay.
Every other one came out the side, but I like it out the front better. I could pull it down. Like when I step down in it and I pull the lanyard,
Yeah.
it gets me pretty deep in there. Like I've bottomed out so many times. I mean, but it's comfortable that way for me.
Yeah, that the lanyard, the one I have is it's always been out the front. Like it comes right out the bottom, and then like as you're pushing down in it, you just pull up with it and then lay it over. And yeah, I like that a lot better. I've never seen one on a below the knee until I saw Seth's, and Seth's got a lanyard system on his. I thought that was really neat. I'd never seen a below the knee one like that
Oh
before,
yeah, oh yeah.
so I didn't know that was something they even made. But well, that pretty much wraps up every question that I have for you, my brother. I cannot, man, thank you so much for coming and doing this tonight. I'd like to open the floor up for, questions. If there's anybody that has anything, we'll probably stay up for about another 10 minutes or so, just to kind of answer any questions or anything like that. If anybody else, has anything they want to ask,
Yeah, that works for me.
anybody wants to come up and, say hi, you're more than welcome to. And yeah, so other than that, me and Izemic are gonna sit here and bullshit for a minute until you guys throw us some questions.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you letting me up. I feel honored that I'm your first guest, bro.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. This is something I've been waiting to do for quite a while, and I've got some other goodies lined up, but I don't really want to say who just yet. But I can ruin one of them and say that it'll be Sasquatch for sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, dude, I'm like I said, I'm honored that I was your first guest, being how we had our start. You know what I mean? Our introduction to each other. You know what I mean?
You see how much that bothers me. So
Yeah, man. We put that water under the bridge.
hey, I ain't even worried about that, man. This channel, like I said, we don't even deal with that over here, so I'm not even
Yeah.
concerned, brother. You're good. You're good. It is what it is, man.
But me and Steph has had talks previously about doing something similar to this. Maybe getting Chevy triple nickel up. Stuff like that.
Well, that's that's another one. I'm thinking about doing Chevy. Like I'm gonna have him as like I'm gonna do this like a season. We're gonna do it like this right here will be season 1, episode 1, and I'm gonna do 6. I'm gonna do 6 episodes like what me and you are doing right now. And then
Yeah.
after that, I'm gonna wait and probably wait till like the fall, something like that, and then start it back up and try to do it like that. Because
Right.
somebody pointed it out to me the other day. They were just like, okay, you have a YouTube channel. Okay. What do channels have on it? They have shows, you
Right.
know. So make shows. Put
Yeah.
shows on your channel. If people don't like this, well then go to the other show. Just
Yeah.
as long as they stay on your channel and they're watching your stuff, hey, whatever. And with
Yeah.
mine,
That
I
makes
like
sense.
doing that because it's doing nothing but just helping people, that kind of thing. It's not really like mean spirited or anything like that.
Yeah, it makes sense to do it that way.
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those things and somebody points it out, it's just like, well, yeah, fuck, that's simple. I never even thought about it before. But yeah, that's exactly what a channel is. It has shows on your channel.
Yeah.
You Donut Media, you're a car person. Donut Media is the same way. They have shows, like various shows throughout all their channel.
Right.
So I love that shit.
Roll it like a sitcom.
Yeah, But that's what I'm gonna do with this is it'll be a playlist mainly is where people can go to find it, and it'll be you, and then it'll build from there and just keep getting bigger and bigger. So
Right on.
I feel that for this right here being our first one, I think it went really really well. I think it was a lot smoother than I thought it was. We got off kind of a rough start because I couldn't figure out my audio, but nobody in the audience knows about that anyway. So we had technical difficulties. All right, so leave us alone.
Right. It's a learning curve.
It's a learning curve, exactly. It's a learning curve. All right, my brother. Well, I don't think anybody else has any. Wait, hold on. What's Mama Payday saying here? Jason used to put this when he was a toddler. Hey, I can't not confirm or deny that my daughter used to do the same thing.
That's funny though. That's funny to see that P used to do that.
And now he wears the beanie, so it's kind of it's not very far off, really.
Right? That's funny.
That's hilarious. I was saying the other night, that's Jay and Silent Bob. That's Jay like all day long. I said that I think and who was it? It was like Griswold, I think, but he was like, "Oh my God!" He's like, "I can't unsee that now." He's like, "That's all I see when I look at it."
I mean, hey, it fits him perfect. He kind of looks like him too, with the long
Yeah, that's
hair.
what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like the long hair and the like facial expression. And that dude's awesome. That's not an insult by any means. I fucking love Jason Mewes. He's awesome.
That's
So
funny.
if you're gonna look like somebody, that'd be a cool one to look like.
Yeah.
But yeah, my brother, I greatly appreciate you doing this and coming
Oh
out.
yeah, bro. Anytime, man.
And, I know a lot of people aren't very comfortable telling their story and that kind of thing. You stepped up and was like, I got you, man. Let's do this. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
greatly appreciate
Anytime, bro.
it.
If you ever want to do anything in the future, just let me know, bro.
Oh yeah, we will for sure. That's no problem at all. But I
Yeah.
appreciate it. My audience appreciates it. We've had a blast tonight. This has been very, very awesome. I consider this to be a success. And yeah, having said that, thank you guys for coming out. I greatly appreciate every single one of you. Izemic, thank you very much.
I appreciate it, my
And
brother.
we will see you guys on the next one. Y'all have a good
Yes,
night.
sir.